What I eat in a day is something that I was thinking about. How would this help anyone that is stuck in the house, as we all know, that would help us still lose weight, but also continue our intermittent fasting schedule? Stay tuned and I'll show you some meals that I'm incorporating while working at home and being a little bit creative at the same time. You might ask yourself, Reg, my routine is boring, because I know mine is, and I only eat a couple of things. But since finding a little bit of time to be creative in the kitchen and find a couple of things that I really enjoy and enjoy the taste most importantly, but at the same time, I want to think about portion control. I found that I was going up a few more pounds over these weeks of being in the home, basically 99% of the time. And I had to figure out how to cut the things that I may be snacking on that I didn't realize was just hiking that weight up, if you know what I mean. Take a look at a couple of things that I incorporated, and I hope it helps you. But the key is to keep the carbs low, at least especially for women. It really will help in getting to your goal. And I think we all can get our goal, especially when we have the time to slow down and really think about the planning and the preparation that it takes to make sure that we're eating the correct meal every day. Lately, I have not been doing the 48-hour fast, at least in the last week or two, and I just hadn't felt motivated. So I'm sticking to my plan of 22 to 23 hours a day, eating the one meal, but I had been eating the snack afterwards. I always feel like I'm not satiated lately. And I think that's more about stress eating. And once we figure that out, focus on what you're really stressed about, I think it starts to release itself. When I read the Bible and I talk more to God, in those conversations that I never had before, seems to subside on reaching out for food. I think if we have the right snack and we think about the portion control, it'll all come together, literally overnight. And by the way, are you eliminating the waste out of your body on a daily basis? That could be a culprit as well. Stress causes constipation, and I found that out. The more that I'm stressed and don't release those bad emotions and feelings in my gut, it hangs on to everything that you put in your body, and the constipation is just going to make you gain weight anyway. 1 or 2 pounds are in there, and on a daily basis from whatever you did on the intake. And so we need to eliminate it. And it also makes you feel better, and emotionally, I don't know, it's almost like, oh, nirvana. Try it. Make sure that you are taking your probiotics, which I need to make sure I'm regular. The other thing that you might be missing in your diet is magnesium, potassium, and calcium. So I get a combination vitamin for that because it just makes sense and it makes everything flow perfectly. If you want to stick to those whole foods, as we spoke about before, I have been incorporating salmon, and which I always love anyway, but I'm eating more of it throughout the week with vegetables. But look at your plate. Half your plate should have vegetables on it, or salad, which is all vegetables, right? And maybe a quarter slice on your plate that you may want to add in, say, brown rice. And that's okay. But for me, I cannot do that every day. So I may do that only once or twice in the week. But when I'm strictly going for losing 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds in that week, I eliminate those specific carbs. Now, vegetables we know is a form of carbs, but it has the fiber in it. Portion control is very important. And the vegetables are the big thing for me. If I have half a plate, at least, of vegetables, and then maybe 4 to 6 ounces, which is basically the size of your fist, of protein, which is my salmon, And then I add in a little bit of fat, which would be the olive oil or coconut oil that I cook the salmon with. And of course, sprinkle that sea salt on there because you need that. Those electrolytes are great to have as well. And drink a big glass of water. Telling you, sometimes when we're reaching for a snack and you feel like you're not full enough, it's really about you just being dehydrated. I was dehydrated, and so I drank a big large glass, which was about 12 to 14 ounces of water, and I can't tell you how my body thanked me for doing that because I was so dehydrated. So do that, guys, because that is going to put everything in perspective, and how you will lose the weight is drinking more and more water throughout the day on top of after a meal. All right, we can do this. We can do this. Portion, portion, portion control. That's it. I don't even want a calorie count. If you need calorie counts, we can look at that as well, but I don't do it. I think when I know that I'm looking at my size and I'm eyeing it and I know the foods that I like to eat, you know, the weighing of the food and the calorie counting, it's just too much for me. I just want to keep it simple as possible. It's all about the simple diet, minimalistic way of looking at your food, right? Okay, at the end of the day, do we need the more stress to our life to add to it? And at everything that's going on, do you really need to calorie count? Ask yourself that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe if you're new to my channel. And if you like this type of content, please do leave a thumbs up. It is much appreciated and really helps the channel grow. And leave a comment. Let me know what are some of the new meals that you have discovered in your kitchen that is being more creative and helping you lose the weight all at the same time. I really appreciate you sharing, guys, and thank you so much for watching the video. And don't forget that caregiving begins with you.
Hey guys, if you want more fasting videos on weight loss, please check out my playlist as you'll see there on the screen. And if you want a free cheat sheet to the simple guide to the fasting life that I live every day, check it out in the description box below.